Every single video on this channel is going to make you smarter. That's why you should subscribe and hit the bell icon. I got mugged last year.
Oh, you got mugged last year?
Yeah, like in Bombay. I was walking in my area actually, which is actually a pretty relatively safe area of the city, Five Gardens.
Oh, that's super safe.
Yeah, and it's, you know, I've walked around all my life, and I was on the phone with someone walking. I was on the phone with Manish actually, our common friend. He was telling me something about business. He's also been on the podcast. And I'm walking, and I suddenly get whacked in the head. My specs fall off, and my phone falls off as well. This guy, I was just confused because he whacked me hard. I was on the floor. I mean, I was on the footpath, and he takes the phone, runs away. Another guy comes on a bike, takes him away, and goes away. So I couldn't even chase them. I couldn't take that guy.
In Five Gardens, which is like super safe.
Yeah, and so here's the creepier part of the story. He basically mugged me. I was in shock. I went and filed a police complaint, all that. And immediately after getting mugged, you have a sense of shock and you have a sense of why did that happen to me? And this was like last year when businesses are established and I'm per se famous.
Yeah.
And everything's going well, and suddenly you get mugged. And then over the next 2 or 3 days, you realize, okay, wait, maybe that person just wanted that phone way more badly than I wanted it. So you kind of start asking questions about life, that why, like, I'm a good person. I've not done bad shit to anyone, but why has bad shit happened to me? And then you realize this class difference where you're like, you know, even in India, while it may not be as much as Nigeria, there is that class division of people who are given a lot versus people who are not.
So I went to school in Philadelphia in the US, and our area was actually a very unsafe area. So I saw a lot of mugging there. And if you come to this, I mean, you think about it, it actually had a community of very poor people and then all these university kids. And it's the same class difference. I mean, you wonder why people would mug a college kid, because a lot of kids in Philly at that point, I mean, there was a point which you knew you would not cross. Why would you mug a college kid, right? But it's the same thing, right? These people have come into our community and they have something that we don't have.
Yeah, 100%. So the creepier part of my story was later on, from an anonymous Instagram account, I got a message saying, hey, brother, I'm sorry, I was the guy who whacked you and took your phone. And that Instagram account it had like 0 followers, 0 whatever following. It was just like an account made for telling me this, that it was some fan who had like mugged me, and he said that this is your phone's IP, whatever, the identification number, and it was actually the correct identification number. And I didn't know what to do, and I was too busy by that point. I had forgotten about the mugging. I mean, I'd moved on, but it kind of just changed my whole perspective on fame, this concept of class difference. But yeah, there was. It was like an eye-opening thing, and that's where I actually got fascinated about West Africa. This is other YouTuber who has a lot of business in West Africa. His name's Technical Guruji. He has explained to me how difficult it is just establishing stuff.
Yeah, and you talked about your friend who was scared to go there as an IT professional. I remember, I think my brother graduated from an Indian institute, and he said one of his friends got a college offer, and it was some $300,000 offer in Nigeria. And he asked me for advice. $200,000 of the offer was the worth of life insurance.
Wow.